Hi, you guys. Welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker. And today I kind of want to give you the quick lowdown and dirty of what I think about the Tulip crochet hooks. This is actually going to be a fairly simple review. If you saw my video on the Knit Pro hooks, I'm not going to do any hand holding or anything like that, or show you really the hook in motion. But I do, once again, before we get into this, want to reiterate a lot of what it comes down to when it comes to quality hooks is what feels good in your hand. There are so many different style hooks out on the market that are absolutely brilliant quality hooks that you will be able to crochet with for many, many years. And this is also true with knitting needles. There are tons of knitting needles on the market that are absolutely brilliant, comfortable, quality needles out there. But if it's not what's comfortable for you, you're not going to be in love with it. So I would definitely recommend, if you are looking to change your hook or your hook style, buy your most commonly used hook size or the hook you need for a very specific project that you have upcoming, and test it out just with one hook. After you fall in love, of course, you can purchase, an entire set or just continue to purchase as needed for a project. But I wanted to once again give that disclaimer first and foremost here, because just because something does not work for me does not mean that it's not a quality product. And I will talk to you guys a little bit more about how I'm feeling about certain things and certain aspects to all of these hooks as we continue to review hooks. Also, if you have a hook you want me to talk more about in my opinions or experience of working with them, let me know. I really need to stop talking with my hands because that's very distracting even for me. Sorry. So I've told you guys a number of times, my preferred hook is a Clover Amour hook. For me, the way I crochet, I use a lot of finger movement, not wrist movement. I need something where the weight, I don't want something that every time I dip my hook, I'm having to work constantly. I want something that is very well balanced. Once again, I showed this with the Knit Pro hook in the last video, that a well-balanced hook just makes the work easy, and one that's not too heavy on the back end. For me in particular, the way I hold is very, very nice. You do want a little bit of weight towards the front, just because you want to have the hook kind of dip in and under and around without you having to lever stitches around. So this is my preferred hook. This is what we're working with. This is the head I prefer. This is the shape I prefer. Overall, this is my dream hook. I spent many years not knowing why I hated hooks, why I didn't like hooks, why hooks didn't work for me. And then I found this hook and I'm like, oh, it's like Harry Potter and Ollivanders when he gets his wand. This is my wand. This is my wand of crochet hooks. So when you go to look at the difference here, there is a huge minor differences when it comes to the Tulip hook versus my Amour hook. Number one, you will notice that the head has a very shallow hook to it, whereas the Clover has a very deep hook. And for me, the deep hook does work significantly better as I rotate my hook as I make stitches. Like I said, I do a lot of finger manipulation as I crochet. I don't crochet like this, and I don't crochet like this. So for me, because I use a lot of rolling in the fingers and a lot of this with my fingers as I'm making stitches, I need that deep throat. So the Tulip does not have a deep throat. It does have a closed throat, but we do have a nice shape to the head. So it's going to go into your stitches very cleanly. As you can tell, I did get the 5.5 millimeter, following my own advice there, get the hook you use the most often. So I have been doing a lot of scrap projects using worsted weight acrylic. So that's what I've been testing this with. We do have a very shallow slope from the shaft here into the neck. So if you are somebody who I really do think if you're a pencil grip person, this would be an excellent hook for you because your motion is kind of more like this, where your hook stays facing in one direction. You're not turning it like this in your project or as you're yarning over and everything. You really do keep it more in one direction facing you. And if you move it, it's more because of this motion than it is because of the twisty motion like I have. So the shorter neck on that, as well as the short throat on that, actually would not be problematic. And this grip, while I am not very consistent using a pencil grip, I can pencil grip to crochet. A lot of times I do with when I'm doing doilies or anything super fine under a fingering weight yarn. This is actually a really comfortable grip for me as far as pencil grip. The dip here in the handle gives you a very comfortable thumb placement, and the length of your thumb has plenty of room there to really rest in that groove. And if you've got bigger hands than me, that's not a problem. You have quite a bit of distance after my thumb. So if you are a pencil grip crocheter, I would definitely consider purchasing one of these and giving it a try. I was very surprised at how comfortable this is for a pencil grip. Now, if you're between a knife and a whatever I am that's modified knife, that same spot is actually fairly comfortable to create a pinch spot between your thumb and your index finger. For me, the way I hold it is a little bit further back, but I am not able to get my rotation in the way that I crochet. And for me and the way that I crochet rotating the hook so much, the short throat and the short neck on this actually did create not splitting, but a lot of dropped yarn overs as I was going through. So it did slow down my knitting or crocheting quite a bit in using this hook. But that's, once again, I rotate my hook significantly when I am making stitches. It's not just a looping motion for me or even a dipping motion. So it's kind of one of those, it's not my hook. This is not the hook made for me, but there are a number of people I think that would really be in love with this. It is fairly well balanced. We're a little bit closer to a 50-50 balance here. So we do have a really good balance like we had with the Knit Pro hook as well as with the Clover Amore hook. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Balance is very important. You do not want to have to lever your hook or maneuver your hook over and over and over again. You want this to be a nice weight so you're not having to, you don't want to hook head so heavy that every time you're trying to pull out that you're fighting the tension of the yarn coming through your stitch, as well as trying to have to lift the extra weight of a hook head. But you also don't want the back end to be so heavy that you're constantly having to fight that back end as well. So this is a little bit more towards the 50-50 zone. It is a little, the fulcrum point there is a little bit behind where my primary moving fingers are. So it is a little front end heavy for me, but that's okay. It's not, it wasn't uncomfortable for me to work with this hook because of the weight. I had more of an issue with the drop stitches because of the way I rotate across the knife hold. So for me, like I said, with the Clover Amore, that rounded area gives me a nice place to put my finger, and I can use kind of my thumb to create more of that rotation. And as I'm pulling yarn through, because that hook head is so deep, I'm able to, with that rotation, to keep the yarn under the hook. But as far as like the points on these hooks, they are very, very similar. So if you kind of like the clover a more, but you're not like, oh my God, in love with it, I would definitely try the tulip because you're getting a lot of the very similar things. But notice this one has a slightly longer slope neck, a much deeper throat, whereas the tulip is a much shorter slope to the neck, and it has a much more shallow hook head there. The Clover Amore is a little bit wider of a handle. The Tulip is a little bit thinner, but as far as the thumb bumper up here, they're about the same size. The Tulip is a little bit slower than the Clover. So if you find the Clover to be too fast, it's too slippery, it's too slick on your yarns, I would drop back to the Tulip as far as the speed. Its matte finish does definitely affect that speed just a little bit, especially working with a stickier yarn. I am trying to use stickier yarns to kind of get a baseline. I know my Amore hook. So in comparison, in the process of comparison, I am enjoying testing these out against some of the more fidgety yarns. But once again, to me, this hook head shape, if you have issues with splitting of yarn, and especially if you're a knife holder, I think you're going to see far less splits with this hook head shape, whether it be, in a more a Knit Pro or a Tulip. The shape is very easy. I really, really am, though, just thoroughly impressed with as a modified knife holder, how comfortable this is in a pencil grip. And I did do a couple of stitches testing out the pencil grip comfort and stuff. And I mean, even if you're more of a finger mover versus a wrist motion pencil grip person, you have so much leverage here, and it's so comfortable up against that middle finger. I don't know. I was very impressed with that. That to me was really a huge standout for this hook overall. As far as like being a good hook, bad hook, it is a very high quality, well-made hook. Once again, there's zero play, wiggle, or anything else in the handle. The hook does appear to go the full length of the piece here. You can kind of see where it bends just a little bit on the end. It's solid all the way through. So I don't think you're going to have too much of an issue of the, getting halfway through your first blanket with it and it's just going to pop apart and now you have a naked hook and a handle and no way of putting it back together in the exact way that made you fall in love with this. So it is a very well-made hook. It is a well-designed hook. It has some distinct pros and cons as far as how you crochet and how you hold your crochet hook. If you do anything unusual, if you need to kind of more whole hand crochet, I would probably not recommend this hook because I think that's going to give you, you don't really have enough. I mean, I've got small hands and I just don't think that's going to be a very comfortable way to hold this hook. But as far as your standard, knife and pinch grips, I think this is absolutely fantastic. And you can see I keep wanting to hold it in a pencil grip because it really is that comfortable and natural for this. When I first got my Amore, it was perfectly natural for the way I hold my hook. But this one, the most natural way to hold it does seem to be a pencil grip. So I did think that was rather interesting. I did think it was kind of fascinating that even, just fidgeting with it and playing with it, that was what I was drawn to. I do, for a pencil grip, really like the fact that it is a flat grip there because anything overly round can kind of get away from you. But even if you rock with a pencil grip, I think this is very comfortable. So once again, I am incredibly impressed by this hook. It for me and my usage, It's probably a 6.5 to a 7. It's not the most comfortable for the way I crochet, but it does function. And I could, get through a dishcloth without my hand giving out with this. Whereas, I can go pretty much all day with a clover or more. Um, so for me, the way I hold it and the way I grip it, this would probably create more fatigue in my hand, but nothing compared to like, something super massively chunky would. It's just a very different grip. If I could get confident and comfortable and consistent with a pencil grip, I definitely think I could use this for extended crochet sessions and be perfectly fine. But how I naturally hold my hook, it's about a 6.5 for me personally. As far as the quality, the make, the slip, the shape, it is a very distinct shape that is different than other hooks. I would say as far as quality goes, it's a 9. It is a very, very well-made hook. It's just not the hook for me and how I crochet on the regular, what's natural and comfortable for me. But I've got to be honest, I am super impressed with this hook. So I have a slight I'm having an emotional disconnect when it comes to this hook because I am super impressed with it. The shape, I think there are a number of people this would be comfortable for. And I know for a lot of pencil grip people, if they have dexterity issues, it gets harder and harder to find hooks that are comfortable and well balanced. So we still have excellent balance in this. We have durability, we have strength. It's not the fastest, but I would still classify this as a fairly fast hook. There's no, there's nothing you're going to get caught on here. It just has a more matte finish. I think if it had a slightly smoother finish, you would have a super fast hook, like how I feel the Amore hook is. But if you need something slower that gives you a little bit more control, this once again is excellent. It's well constructed, well engineered. It is very comfortable in a number of different grips. So yeah, overall 9 out of 10 for in and of itself. This is an excellent hook. This is a good buy. Good buy. If you are on the market looking for a hook that fits your hand like magic, this is 100% worth trying. I like it. I think it's a very good hook. I wish it worked better for my hand. So maybe I'll keep using it and practice maybe using a pencil grip more. And maybe if I can go back and forth between an overhand and a pencil, then maybe I can crochet even longer at a stretch of time. So 9 out of 10 for its own value, worth, and everything else. The price does range on these, so I can't be like, oh yeah, it was $6.99. Everywhere I looked, there are very different prices. I actually got mine on sale for $4.99 on Amazon. So definitely worth giving a shot. I hope that was helpful. If you guys have another hook or a needle or something else you would like me to test out, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. I am always open to giving my thoughts and opinions on things. I did make 1 granny square, 1 corner to corner square, and 1.5 baby hats using this hook, using different brands of worsted weight acrylic yarn. So I used a soft yarn, a sticky yarn. I feel like I gave this a fairly fair shot on this one. So if you guys would like to know more, if you have something else you would like me to try and give my opinions on, let me know. But until I see you again, please take care of yourselves. I love you guys, and I look forward to seeing you as always. Bye, guys.